Hey there, savvy pre-meds! Who wants to live in California for the rest of your life? It's a little slice of heaven living out here and practicing medicine, and as a result, it means that getting into our medical schools is awfully tough, because not just Californians want to come here, but pretty much everybody else around the country does too. So, what are the things that California medical schools are looking for? Well, on the one hand, they're looking for a lot of things that all med schools are looking for. Let's talk about those things. The first thing that California med schools are looking for are good grades. So the average GPA at California medical schools is between about a 3.6 and a 3.8 for their entering class. So you don't have to be perfect, but you need to be very, very good to get in. The second thing, you know what's coming, MCAT. California med schools are looking for about a 10 to 12 on each section of the MCAT. That's about a 128 to a 130 on each section on the new score. The third thing that all medical schools, including California med schools, are looking for is volunteering. So consistent volunteering, whether it's medically oriented or not, during your undergraduate years, it shows that you're going to consistently give to your community and to your patients over the course of your career. The fourth thing that all med schools are looking for, including California med schools, is what I call exposure to medicine. Obviously, we're talking about shadowing. That's an easy way to get exposure to medicine, but also clinical volunteering. Whether that be volunteering at a hospital or doing clinical research, all of those show that you know what it's like to be a doctor these days. The final thing that all med schools are looking for is leadership. After all, this is exactly what doctors do. They're the leaders of the healthcare team. So showing that you have leadership positions in your past, that you have made an impact on an organization and a group of people, is helpful not just for California schools, but for all med schools. So there's a couple of things that are relatively uncommon that California medical schools specifically seek. The first of those things, Spanish speakers. California med schools want students who can serve not just the English-speaking parts of our state, but all speakers in our state. And so fluency in Spanish, even if it's just conversational level, will help be a perk in your application. The second relatively uncommon thing is California schools are looking for students to serve the underserved parts of our state. So, underserved is both the inner city and also the more rural areas of the state. So everybody wants to live in California, not everybody wants to live in the underserved parts of California. If you have a reason that you would want to serve those, whether you're from there originally or you have consistent commitment to improving one of those communities, that will help you get into a California school. And the final thing that California schools are looking for is research. We have some of the best research-oriented medical schools in the whole country, the whole world even, right here in our state. And as a result, they're looking for students with quality research experience in their past. What do I mean by quality? Well, maybe you haven't just washed test tubes, but you've also had your own project. You have a great letter of recommendation from your PI as part of your letters that you're sending. You hopefully have had a publication, not 100% necessary, but it'd be great if you did. And maybe you've been to a conference or two. That would be indicators of research quality, and if you have that, it will help you get into the research-focused schools in California. So, it is tough to get into a California med school, no doubt, but if you do many of these things well, then you make yourself a competitive candidate.